Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's discussion on the cost of quality, presented by me, Daisy. This is our table of content. I'll be giving us a brief introduction and a definition of quality of cost. Cost of quality. We review three different journals and then we round up. So, quality costs are not different from other types of costs, much like maintenance, project production, sale cost, and cost of other activities. They too can be measured and analyzed. The European Organization for Quality defined quality cost as cost representing the cost implied by the prevention and appraisal activities and by the loss caused by internal and external failure. Now, even though quality cost is considered to be a critical factor for achieving competitiveness, the cost of quality approach is not fully appreciated by many organizations. Now, the cost of quality analysis is an effective tool for industrial managers to pinpoint the deficiency in the system, as well as to identify the improvement areas, highlighting the cost reduction opportunities. That is the main importance and the purpose of the cost of quality. Now, and the American Society of Quality, that was established in 1961, they recognize four categories of quality costs. That's the prevention, the appraisal, the internal failure, and then what? The external failure. Now, according to Tikazi, quality cost represents the main indicators on the basis of which the performance of the quality systems can be evaluated. And Fagnum also, according to Fagnum's literature, he also supported the American Society, saying that indeed there are four categories of costs that are really needed in organization. That is prevention costs, the appraisal costs, the internal defect costs, and then the external defect costs. So, quality cost, however, can be defined as the difference between the actual cost of a product or a service and the reduced cost if no service below standards and no failure or manufacturing defect would have occurred in the production manufacture. So, what is a prevention cost? Prevention cost represents costs incurred with the efforts made to prevent the occurrence of defects. So, they are done ahead of time to prevent the occurrence of other costs. Appraisal cost is the definition of these costs by according to Vachetti, appraisal costs represent all costs incurred so that non-conform product should reach its internal of external what clients. Internal failure cost. This cost represents the cost incurred to correct all non-conformities prior to the product supply to its what beneficiary or final consumer, or in other words customer. The external failure cost represents the cost incurred for the remedy of the non-conformities found after the product supply to the beneficiaries. This particular cost is a loss to the organization. Now, monitoring quality cost is very essential, and it is an essential prerequisite for the introduction of an efficient quality management system. For the evaluation of the performance of quality management system, a system of quantitative indicators based on quality cost and the economic and financial results of the company should be developed. Now, let us look at the visual representation of the categories of what cost and their examples. Under the prevention cost, a quality improvement program, a quality audit, a quality system implementation are all examples of prevention costs. Inspections and tests of purchased materials, in-process inspections and tests, finished product acceptance, test and equipment purchase and maintenance can all be attributed as an appraisal cost. Now, the internal failure cost, that is performing remedy, repair and rework operation, failure analysis, the amount of scrap, all these are what under internal failure cost. Now, the external failure costs are the customer complaints, the warranty services, the customer services, the customer returns, providing service and after sales service. All these kinds of costs can be attributed to what as part of the external failure cost. Now, Let's look at the behavior patterns of quality cost categories with on our second journal. So, establishing quality cost system. Quality costing system has the potential to become an excellent tool in the overall management of a business. It can provide an indication of the health of the management performance in many areas of the organization. In order to evaluate the management performance, the following sequence may be used for establishing the quality cost system in any organization. That is making a team for quality cost program implementation to decide about quality cost base. It may be a number of direct labor hours, or the production unit. To collect cost of quality data and analyzing cost of quality data. Finding out ways and means to reduce quality costs, implementing the agreed proposed changes in the what? In the whole system. The objective of quality cost system is to identify areas where quality cost improvement can be what? Can be achieved. So in order to identify these areas where quality cost improvement can be achieved, a case study was carried out in the small industry in India. Now, the data relevant to the quality cost for the company, the small industry, was between the year 2006 to 2007 and was gathered from different industry records, their file statements, the reports, and categorized under each classification of what? Of course. Especially a special quality cost system implementation team was made. The team analyzed all these documents, prevalent quality costs, to find ways and means to reduce the present level of quality cost. After this analysis was made, quality costs were reduced with time, which shows there is a strong negative correlation between the prevention costs and then what? The internal failure cost. The correlation between prevention cost and external failure cost was what? Less negative in the small industry in India. So this means that to reduce the internal and external failure cost, we must direct more efforts and resources towards the prevention and what? The appraisal cost. Now this goes to prove that in cost of conformance and cost of non-conformance, there is a positive what? Correlation. Now let's look at our third journal for the day. Cost of quality usage and its relationship to the quality system maturity. That's the topic of our third journal. Now, cost of quality programs by themselves do not improve quality. They improve input and feedback to quality systems, which are responsible for quality improvement. This leads to the conclusion that while the accuracy of cost of quality system can be evaluated on a standalone basis, the effectiveness of the program is inextricably linked to how well the quality management uses the cost of quality information in improving the quality. Now, evaluation of the effectiveness of quality system and the cost of quality program should be measured in terms of the improvement of the results of their implementation and use. So, in order to do so, SOA had to assess the extent so the writer of the journal had to assess the extent to which cost of quality systems and maturity quality system affect organization performance. Now, after rounds of many interviews and surveys of industries, and from the data gathered and analyzed, it showed that most frequent reason for not tracking the cost of quality was the lack of management support or absence of management interest in tracking such costs in his journal. Now, another common reason was given to the lack of adequate accounting and computing system necessary to track cost of quality. Another also was the lack of knowledge on how to track the cost of quality and of the benefit of the cost of quality program. However, findings from his study proves that the company's quality system matures. External failure cost decreases as a percentage of the total cost of quality, concurrent with increase in internal failure and what? Appraisal costs. As a company's quality system matures, the proportion of the total quality cost spent on prevention activities increases, while the cost of external failure does what? Also what? Decrease. So, total cost of quality decreases over time for companies with quality system and which track the cost of quality, but the magnitude of the decrease diminishes the longer the quality system has been in place. Somewhat fewer organizations had expected systematically track quality what course. So, in order to be able to help the quality course, should the quality course to be improved and also innovated, there need to be an education on how to track the cost of qualities and the benefit of the cost of qualities, and also um, 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 get the adequate accounting and computing system to be able to help the managers track the cost of quality, and also the help management to analyze and understand the benefit of the cost of quality in order to help them or pick their interest in tracking such costs. So it boils down to educating the managers, educating the accountants, and providing the necessary system in order to help them to do what, to track the cost of quality. So, in conclusion, the proportion of total quality cost spent on prevention increased and external failure cost decreased, while the proportion of total quality cost spent on appraisal and internal failure remained constant. In addition, evidence was found for decreases in total quality cost over time, but the magnitude of the decreases becomes smaller because over the time since a quality system was implemented. Thank you for your rapt attention, and I hope I've been able to explain a little bit about quality cost and how well or the importance of quality cost in an organization. These are my references as to the title of my journals and those that were written by. If you are interested in further reading, thank you very much for your rapt attention, and we'll meet another time. Thank you.